Hi, welcome to Mamas and Mannies. I'm your host, Trina. This is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and share this with another mama that is looking for a summary of the holidays. As always, before we get started, we're going to go over a quote. I picked a New Year's quote. It is from Hillary. I want to make sure this is, De Piano. She is a playwright and author. Yes, she's a fictional author and a playwright. The quote says, "We all get the same 365 days. The only difference is what we do with them." So this week, mamas, let's go ahead and take the time and really embody that quote. And remember, in a few days, it will be 2026. Everybody gets the same 365 days. We have to figure out how we're going to use them as mamas, as just a regular old girl, and, just as yourself, besides being a mama. So I would say for the next few days, maybe up even the first week or two of January, and really plan out at least the month of January. If you want to do some goals for the whole year, that would be great. Really take that time, plan out what you want to do. Again, the quote is, "We all get the same 365 days. The only difference is what we do with them." And that quote is from Hillary D. Piano. But guess what time it is? It's mama time. This week's mama time, I'm just going to do a really quick holiday recap. I think I haven't done a new episode in 2 weeks. So just about the few things that happened. The week my kids got out of school, they had like winter holiday week. I forgot what they call it, but kind of like a winter fun week. They did a few things. They did dressing all white. They don't have all white. So I did like a white shirt with their khaki pants. They did pajama day, dress up day. They did crazy sweater day, and awards day, which is, I think that was 5 days. And one day they got out of school. I don't know why the school does this. For 2 days, they get out like a half a day at 11 o'clock. So the first day was also awards day. So what I did, I actually took my kids to the Children's Museum. Last year, my mom got us a membership to the Children's Museum. So got them out right after the awards day. I think it got done maybe at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I got them out a little bit early. We came back home, ate a little snack. I think we ate lunch actually. Got dressed and headed on down to the Children's Museum. Had a great time. They added or updated some exhibits. The Waffle House is still the same, but they changed the grocery store to a Publix branded grocery store, which is fun. And they also had the Ada Twist. That was the, what is this called? I guess the major exhibit that they change out every quarter or so often. So that was fun. We had a great time. Friday, I had to work. They spent time with their dad. Then, of course, the week after that, school was out. Monday, I did hair. Took everybody hair down, washed it, rebraided it. That way we were all good for the Christmas break. Tuesday, I actually can't remember what we did on Tuesday. Hold on. I cannot remember. Oh, I know. On Tuesday, we visited the Atlanta Crystal. Hold on. We visited the Atlanta Holiday Market. And I'm trying to remember how to pronounce it. Let me see. It's gone now. I think the last day was the Christmas Eve. We visited the Atlanta Kindle Market. I'm sure I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but it was in Lawrenceville, Georgia this year. So for us, just with traffic, because we had to take the back way, it took us, I think, almost an hour and a half to get there. I think, went back way, did 285, then got off and did back way for most of the time. It was okay. I will say I probably like it better The year before, we went to the market when it was across from SunTrust, our Truist Park. That one was okay. I feel like it wasn't enough vendors to really get the full effect. Still a great time, great decorations last year. This year it was a lot better. All the vendors, of course, were there. They had a good number of vendors, a few places to eat. My husband had it was supposed to be kind of like a meat and cheese walk around type sandwich. They ran out of prosciutto, unfortunately. So it was just like a grilled cheese with pickles and mustard. But he said it was good. It would have been even better with prosciutto. We had empanadas. The girls had mini pancakes. I did share pictures on my reels as well as my stories on Facebook and Instagram. I was trying to think, I think that was the only thing we ate. Oh, we all had a pretzel when we first got there. That's what we had. But great time, great decorations. It really, like if you've been to a holiday market outside of Georgia, me and my husband have been to the one in Chicago. I'm trying to remember I know for sure we went once. I don't think we went more than once. One year, and I think that was like 2 years ago. So very similar. What we did not do was get the market cup. They have kind of like a souvenir cup that you can get. It was $15 to put hot chocolate in the cup. The thing is, if it was me and my husband, that may be a little bit different. But when you have kids, it's like they want the cup, then they never drink all the hot chocolate. Then you're stuck trying to drink their hot chocolate. Or on the other hand, you have to pour it out. It gets kind of expensive with kids. But I think the market, if you have the opportunity to go next year, it's a great place. And it's actually open. Let me see if it showed. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it. It was actually open during the day and it closed, I think at like 7 or 8 o'clock. It depends on the day. Oh, actually, hold on. Usually it was open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And it looks like it was just a weekend. I just realized that. Besides the week of Christmas. The week of Christmas, it was open, or the weeks up to Christmas, from December 19th through the 24th. But other than that, it looks like it was just open on the weekend, and I didn't realize that till just then. But great time. I think it's even like a great idea for a girls or a mama's night out. If you want to do kind of like a date night, it's a great idea, and definitely family friendly. The tip, if you go next year, to park in the back of the parking lot. You park at the Gwinnett Courthouse. Let's see. Yeah, Gwinnett Justice and Admin Center. What you do, park in the back of the parking lot. You don't have to wait on the shuttle. If you park in the back of the parking lot, they have this trail that has lights on it. That's also fun. It's only like a 5-minute walk from there. So really great. Parking was free. That's a great thing. I know when it was in Buckhead and when it was in Marietta, you had to pay for parking. So that's a great thing. Parking was free. Also, it's a free entry. When it was in Buckhead as well as Marietta, it was free entry. But just something good to do, something kind of good to do out of the norm. So I really recommend it for next year. Wednesday, we took a trip to Blue Ridge, Georgia, which was fun, great scenery. We had to go through, of course, 575, all the cities there, Canton, Cherokee County. And then we went through Jasper, Ellijay. Finally, we got to Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge is a great place for scenery. I know a lot of people do cabins like Blue Ridge. I think Ellijay has a few cabins. Also, if you get closer towards the Tennessee line, you'll have some great cabins. We actually stayed in a hotel. We stayed at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Blue Ridge. It's like a mile away from downtown. Great hotel, great scenery. It's up on a hill, so you actually get a great view of the mountains. Now, this was in the winter, of course, so there were no leaves, so you could see straight through to the Blue Ridge Mountains, which were gorgeous. On Christmas Eve, we actually did their holiday train. Now, the holiday train, that's something we surprised our daughters with. They had a great time. It was exactly what the description was. You got to ride the train. It went 30 minutes out, then came back in 30 minutes. So round trip is about an hour. They had like a concession cart where they had like little light snacks and things like that, souvenirs. Santa Claus came with Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus handed out a souvenir bell. Santa Claus handed out, I think, a candy cane, as well as took pictures with your family if you wanted them to. And then he went to a cart and read the Christmas story. That's exactly what it was. So that is something really great to take your kids to. I would say is good probably for kids 10 and under. You could probably do 10 and older if you really want to have an experience, like a family experience. Still great, no problem. Tip for the train is called it's called the Blue Ridge Scenic Railway Holiday Train. Tip for that though is you want to make sure you sit on the riverside, because if you sit on the mountainside for the holiday train, you can't really see many mountains because you're at the bottom of the mountain. So tip for that, make sure you sit on the riverside. After that, a lot of the stores and shops, I think, were closed because it was Christmas Eve. So you really kind of want to take that into consideration too. If you just want to go up to Blue Ridge from Atlanta, like I said, depending on where you're at, it's about an hour and a half from our house. If you live kind of like in Kennesaw or North Atlanta, up 75, you're going to cut off a little bit of time just because you're already closer to 575. The great thing is if you can get there like before Christmas Eve, you can really walk around downtown Blue Ridge. So if you want to go maybe like on a weekend, because I think the train runs a few times a week. So they have the train all throughout the year. I think they do a holiday train. I feel like they may do like a 4th of July train, but they do the train on a regular basis. The original route or the normal route is you go out an hour. I think you go almost to McKaysville. It's like, I think McKaysville is on Tennessee line as well as on the Georgia side. So usually you'll go out an hour, and I think the shorter train route is like 2 hours. So you basically go an hour out to McKaysville and turn around. The longer train is you go an hour out to McKaysville, you stay maybe an hour or 2 hours there, visit the small shops, basically go get some lunch, and then you'll get back on the train and drive an hour back. So it ends up being about 4 hours with the little stay in the city walking around. So that's what we did on Christmas Day. We actually took a scenic route, saw the mountains, went to go see Carter's Lake. Excellent scenery. The only thing is, and a great tip if you're going to take your family to Blue Ridge or another mountain town, if it's not kind of like your bustling towns like Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg, the smaller mountain towns, most of the restaurants are going to be closed. So what ended up happening on the way up there, we noticed that Ruby Tuesday said they were going to be open in Ellijay on Christmas Day. Unfortunately, the kitchen staff for Ruby Tuesday did not know they were going to be open on Christmas Day. So we got there probably about 1:30, 1:45, waited in our car. It was probably about 10 other cars there with us. When they opened the doors, the manager came and said, "Sorry, people, unfortunately, our kitchen staff did not show up. So it's just me in the kitchen." Unfortunately, he let us know it was going to be a wait. If you want to wait, just pack your patience. So we left. We went to IHOP because usually IHOP is open 24 hours, 365. Well, my husband got out, checked. Same kind of wait. It's going to be like an hour and a half. They're short staffed. Guess what we did? We went right over to Waffle House, sat down, ate. Within 30, 45 minutes, we were done eating. We already had our food. Food was great. The great thing is Waffle House had like 13 people working, which was great. This is the Waffle House in Ellijay. Definitely want to give them a shout out. Service was great. I think our server name was Beth. Great service. The food was great. It didn't take that long. They had people in and out. Enjoyed it. So the tip is, I know when most people go stay in the mountains or in a cabin, they usually bring the food up, cook every meal. That's the best way to go. If you stay in a hotel, either do sandwiches or try to bring something up that you can kind of like put in the microwave, or something cold, kind of like a salad or something like that. Those are just a few tips. Then on Friday, we went back home, had a great time. The girls said they really enjoyed themselves. The other thing, we did bring our gifts up to LJ. We didn't have that many. Of course, one of the bigger gifts was the train ride. So I hope your holiday was great. I would love for you to leave feedback and let me know what your holiday was like. Where did you go? What did you see? What was your kid's favorite gift? What was your favorite gift as a mama? I would probably say my favorite gift as a mama, I got some pajamas because I need pajamas. So I got pajamas. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Mommas and Mannies. Join our Patreon group so we can really create a mama community. And as always, remember that me time is essential and it is never selfish. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.